up, everybody? I'm Terry with Ipadaro Natural Salon, and I'm going to teach you how to do an at-home side swoop bang trim on your bangs. Hey! Learning Friday, and I'm so sorry yesterday I didn't post anything because I was taking care of all the PPP loan stuff and getting that all situated for our team at Ipadaro and getting them all prepared for what's coming next. So we've got some exciting things coming up for y'all. As you all are aware, salons are non-essential, but we can still make it essential just by being home. So if you wanted more information, hit me up, let me know, I can help guide you. But now, so back to the side swoop paint. This is Rachel. Say hello to Rachel, everybody. Hello, how are you doing? I'm good. All right, so what I have done is I have sectioned off her hair from the sides, right? And I've clipped it all back. The tools that you're gonna need are some clips, a comb, and scissors. Please do not use your scissors out of your kitchen, as this is gonna damage your hair. So a quick little fix, you can go by H-E-B, your grocery store, in the beauty aisle. They usually sell scissors in the beauty section. So just get those, and if you don't, we'll get it on your curbside, because I tell you, please don't use house scissors. Your hair is a delicate thing. Take care of it. Don't ruin it by using some house scissors. All right, and then a comb. So those are the three things that you need. If you don't have a clip like mine, that's okay. Just whatever type of clip you have at home, that'll work out just fine. So what you're gonna do is section these two out of the way, and then what I have done with her is I've basically sectioned off a little triangle. Now when you do a triangle section, so typically if you have a very thick side swoop bang like mine starts from here, so I would section off, this would be my point, and then I would section it off to my temporal area. So you're gonna make a triangle, so you're gonna start small and work your way out. Those are the only hairs that should be coming out. Try not to grab any hairs down here, because that just becomes a little bit more, you might create like a solid line, which you don't want. So this is just to help maintain your side swoop bang. Now, let me pull this section down so you can see what I've done. So you see, I did a little bit of a triangle. It gets wider as you section down closer to her hair right here. So all of this is considered her side swoop bang. I'm not grabbing anything from the side. I'm just focusing in this front area. Now when you do, we're gonna pull out the first section right here, and you're just gonna go straight across. And you're gonna make sure that your section is nice and fine. You wanna still be able to see through your skin when you're doing this in the bathroom or wherever. I am going to try to do this and show you from the back, just so that I can kind of relate with how you will be doing it at home. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna pull Rachel up just a little bit closer just so I can see what I'm doing, as if I'm in the mirror. Okay, here we go. All right, now we've got her section down. As you can see on Rachel, basically her starting point is right here. So you're gonna use that as your guide. You're gonna use that to angle your cut down this way, okay? Same thing on the other side, just angle it down. And now, if you have thicker hair, please take smaller sections. Do not cut into the guide, and what I mean by that is, if the next section comes down, don't cut above the first line, because that'll create thickness, and then it'll kind of look funny. So here's my recommendation. All right. So what I'm gonna do for this first section is, whichever side you part at, you're gonna go the opposite way, okay? So if I part this way, I'm gonna cut my bangs this way, like that, okay? So let's go back over here. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and section her cutting this way. And we're gonna start off with that guide right there. I'm gonna bring her back a little bit so y'all can see. So I'm gonna determine where my length is gonna be. Usually a side swoop bank on longer hair, I typically will use this as my guide, my nose right here, and kind of work my way exterior, outer, okay? Don't work in this way because then that's just gonna go shorter. Just go at an angle like this. You're gonna follow this part of your face, okay? Follow, follow. All right. And again, don't put a lot of tension because if you have a natural wave, it'll shrink up. So the first line, just do it like this. And do the nose, we're gonna go like this. And you can actually use this on your, if you have children, you can also practice on them as well to keep up their hair and trim them up. This is really good for a little girl just to get all those long pieces out of her face. Right here. Okay, so how I'm holding my scissors, if I was going like this, you can actually go like this. Now, if you don't have that hand movement down because I'm a stylist, I have this technique down, but I know when you're at home, it's okay. So you can just take it small section by small section. Now, if you notice, I'm not cutting into it. I'm not going in a straight line because this is not a straight bang. I'm going at an angle like this. See that? Okay, now you're gonna go on the other side. What's easier is if you go up this way on this side rather than going down this way. So this is how you would cut the left side, going down this way. And then the right side, you can go up this way. So your middle right here is your guide on where you're gonna determine your length, okay? So go up like this. And it's okay to start off a little bit longer. You know, if you gotta cut a little bit more, that's all right. Just this first section is to determine where your bangs are gonna sit. So don't worry too much. Start off a little bit longer so that you have some leg room if you need to make a little bit of corrections. I'm gonna make sure she is even on both sides. Oh, still a little bit of length on this side. Let me see. So you can actually go this way as well. Just to brush. Again, not going in a straight line, okay? Now I'm gonna bring back her hair this way, and I'm just gonna retouch up what I've cut, okay? And the way you wanna divide it up is basically where her natural fall is, okay? And what I mean by that is how you naturally part your hair to the side, okay? That's how you're gonna determine. So it's gonna go a little bit shorter to longer, shorter to longer, shorter here, and then it gradually goes longer to here, okay? So it's okay and then bring it to the front and make sure that both sides are equal, okay, the length. This is the time where you can touch up and things like that. So she's looking pretty even, all right. Now we're gonna go to this next section right here. I'm pulling my next section, not as big again, because I want to be able to see my guide, okay? And then we're gonna go through here. Okay. All right. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, this might be a little bit, so when you pull this way, I'm gonna kind of lift her hair up a little bit. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go this way, right? Pull my bang this way, like this. You're gonna look up and you're just gonna cut. Don't cut all the way in, just the exterior, okay? You're just gonna cut a little bit, like this. Just nip it a little bit as you lifted it, okay? Just a little bit. That's gonna create that swoop. Okay. All right. And we got the next section. All right. So I'm still gonna continue to go in the opposite direction as I'm cutting and bringing her frame down a little bit. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna go like this. Right, okay. And then we're gonna go upwards this way. There we go. I have to grab my flat iron so I can see, I can show y'all what the result is. So the next section you're gonna bring down and you're gonna continue to do the same thing. Brush down, use your brush down, and then follow. So whatever, right? Here we go. Go up in this direction, okay? We're gonna do the same thing to this section right here. We're gonna pull up. You can pull all of it and go, let's pretend Rachel's looking up, okay? And we're just gonna go and kind of nip, nip, nip. You can see right here, I'm gonna bring her up a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. So right here, I'm pulling up, right? And then I'm pulling up and then I'm over directing, going in this direction right here. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is grab my scissors and I'm just gonna go in like this and just cutting at the very tips. I'm just using the scissor, the front of the scissors, and I'm just using that tip just to keep. So you're just gonna keep continuing to go up along there. Now I recommend do not just only do the exterior. Don't cut in because that'll mess up the whole form of it. So just get the exterior of that section. And exterior meaning just this outside piece right here. That's all you're cutting, okay? Oh, Rachel's looking gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna do it again. But remember, so whatever section you're grabbing, you're gonna go overextend it this way, okay? Like this. And I'm just brushing the exterior, that's all I'm doing. Not cutting in, just the exterior, okay? It makes a huge difference when you do that because that's what gives that side swoop effect. Now with this section, you can do the same thing. Go over this way, the opposite direction, and go up. I'm gonna show y'all on my hair, okay? So, this section right here, I'm gonna go up like this, right? I'm just gonna cut the exterior, as you can see. I'm just cutting the exterior of my hair. I'm not going in. Okay. If you can't get the hand movement down, that's okay. Just cut a little bit at a time. That's your security blanket, cutting a little bit at a time so you don't get into your guide and start a whole new line. All right. Okay. Now I'm working on my last section right here, and again I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just gonna check to make sure nothing's sticking out. If something's sticking out, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. That's my son getting a bag of chips. Hey Charlie.
Hey, what?
Can you do me a favor? Can you grab my flat iron from upstairs? It's the one that's sitting on the counter. Sorry.
I don't know where it is.
It's in the bathroom.
What color it looks like?
It's like a blue color, like this. You want to say hi?
Hi, I'm Charlie. My name is Charlie.
Can you do that for me, Pumpkin?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry about that. All right, so here we go. The next section down. And then we're just gonna cut the exterior of her hair. Just whatever's sticking out, okay? That's all you wanna touch. Now let's say you don't wanna lose the length, but it's feeling a little bit heavy. You can actually, this technique that I'm showing you right here will actually get rid of some of that bulk. Typically, when a lot of people that have side swoop bangs, it usually gets pretty heavy, usually right around this area. As you can tell, I really need a haircut because mine are getting pretty heavy. But again, you can cut the part that your side part that always goes, it does tend to get a little bit heavy. So what I'm gonna do again, we're gonna basically get the next section and we're gonna over direct this way. Go the opposite way, okay? Opposite. You're looking up at your bang. Let's say I'm pretending to look up. Rachel's looking up and we're just brushing the scissors on the exterior. So next section, right? We're just gonna brush it going this way. That's all I'm doing. If you don't have that hand movement down, just do this. Okay? This is another easy little fix. Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate it. All right, let me. I'm so sorry about that. I should have had that prepared. But here we go. Careful, Tyler. All right. I think the boys are hungry today. Okay, so you're gonna do the same thing on the next section, going this way, okay? Again, just the exterior, that's all I'm cutting. Even just the slightest little trim on that makes a huge difference. It'll get rid of the bulkiness. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna flat iron her bangs just so that I want y'all to see what we just accomplished today. So I smoothed it out. Typically when you have layers, you want to, you know, especially today is a pretty humid day, you want to make sure your hair does need a little bit of heat, and when you have layers in your hair, if you don't put the blow dryer to it or anything like that, the way your hair naturally goes, it's gonna, especially with layering, it'll go all over the place. Not all over the place, but if your hair grows this way, it's gonna go this way. But if you put a little bit of heat to it, a little bit of oil, my favorite oil that I have is the Silk Serum from the Away product. We actually have that on our online kit at ipadaranaturalsalon.ecwid.com. I'll share that link with you. You can actually purchase the kit through there. And that one has the Silk Serum with the Silk and Glow from Away, and also Silk and Glow hair bath and the mask. But again, back to what I was saying, if you have a lot of layers and you don't put a little bit of heat to it and style it, that's when your natural hair is gonna, if you have a natural slight wave or super straight hair, any type of texture, it's gonna go in the direction that it naturally wants to go. So to fight that direction, you just have to put a little bit of heat to it and to make a world of a difference. Now Rachel here, she's got a little bit of a natural wave, and that's why I wanted to do that for y'all. Oh, and then let me show y'all how I'm basically flat ironing. And the reason why I'm flat ironing is because this will also help to see how the layer looks, how the frame looks, how the bangs look. That way we can kind of touch up a little bit more if we need to. There we go. And typically with a side swoop, what I like to do is bring it to the front all the way to the front. I'll lift a little bit with my flat iron, and then I'll come and bring it to the side that I want it to go. So Miss Rachel right here, she's gonna be parted to the side right here. So let's see here. Awesome sauce. So she's got a nice little side swoop going on. Look at that. Rachel, you looking fly. You go, girl. All right, rock that hair. You gonna rock that. You gonna rock this hair. Even if you're at home, that's okay. Still rock, it makes you feel good. All right, so we're gonna continue. Here we go. Put your bang right here. All right, now we're gonna go down to the next section. Awesome sauce. I'm gonna lift at the root and then bring her here to this direction. All right. Now that we've done that part, I kind of gave her a deeper, so let's kind of bring it back this way. Bring it back. Okay. So as you can see, she's still a little bit heavy on her bang area. So, and I still see a little bit of this, some flyaways, so I'm just gonna kind of touch that up a little bit. Let's go on this side. Okay, little simple step. All right, you remember the over directing we had talked about? Let's pull her all the way down and see how her bangs are looking. All right. So you remember the over directing that I had talked to you about, I taught you. So we're gonna do the same thing through here. And again, you're gonna pull down this section right here. I'm gonna show you from the side. You're gonna pull it down this way, right? Like this. And you're gonna over direct, going this way, like this, okay? And again, you're just cutting the exterior, don't cut into the internal, okay? The internal side of the hair. You're gonna go in the next section. Same thing again. Boom, 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 just the exterior. Same hand movement that I'm doing. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it over more. There we go. Side swoop bang going on here. Woohoo! All right. See right there. There we go. I'm just gonna go in. Now, this is more of a little advanced technique, but if you have thinning shears at home, let me show you what thinning shears. Never mind, I couldn't find them. Thinning shears are usually the ones with the teeth in between through there. So if you have those at home, a lot of times people with pixie cuts, I've seen them have it. If you have that, you can actually use that to thin out your area. If you don't have that, that's okay. I'll just basically show you how to thin out the sides right here a little bit. So since I need thinning on my side, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna hold my scissors this way, and I want you to be able to see, I'm just gonna move like this. We're just gonna go in and take a little bit, there we go, of that. Now, what I did was, I went like this, and I'm just going in. If you don't have that hand movement down, that's okay. Just kind of go and brush the scissor on the exterior. That'll help to thin that out a little bit. All right, as you can see, so this is just to touch up your face framing, your side bangs, your side bangs. So again, I'm gonna over direct, and I'm cutting just the exterior, okay? just the exterior part of hair. There we go. Awesome. Rachel, looking good. Okay, and again this way. Now if you have a long piece like this, make sure you put it back. Alright. Now we're direct again this way. We're gonna go like this. Okay. Now you just have to determine your guide and seeing how things go. Again, just trimming. This is meant for just to trim while you can't come into the salon to maintain it. So again, right here, since this is bugging me, I'm gonna kind of get rid of the side right here. All right. Again, I know this is more something that we can do on as a stylist since we're licensed and we've got the practice, but definitely you kind of get the idea. Just if you continue to go opposite direction. Why we're going opposite direction? Because what it does is it creates that front piece to be a little bit shorter so the rest of it will stay longer, and that's why we're doing that. Okay, so now if you don't have a side bang, I would definitely just do the front part of it. It gets a little bit more trickier when you go further in as a deep parting. So let's say Rachel came in with a little bit more of a thinner bang. Okay, let's just put her through there. And I'm gonna go in. I'm just gonna touch it up a little bit right here. There we go. Hey Rachel, you got some bangs now. And that is to complete your side bang tutorial at home. If you have any questions, please direct message me. I can help you through your bang trim, do more one-on-one if you'd like. So I'm here. If you need me again, I hope this helped you today and I know you can do it. I believe in you. Don't be afraid. Just take the tips that I've given you and don't do the things that I told you not to do. So as long as you do that, this is only purely meant to help you maintain the side swoop bang that you might already have. Okay? So have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend and stay safe. Bye.